upset of the day down south. Western Kentucky seeded 7th, stunned P.J. Carlissimo and two-time defending champion Duke in a dandy save right there by Cal's Jason Kidd. Bears build a nice first-half cushion led by Lamont Murray, the three-pointer, 3 of his game high. 28, Cal led at 47-37 at the half, but the Blue Devils came back, overcame an 18-point deficit. Hurley, the three-pointer, tied it at 76. He had 32 on the day. Duke led at 77-76, 1:14 to go. Kidd drives, gets a loose ball, hit it, and he was fouled, completed the three-point play. Cal shocks Duke, 82-77. Cal in the sweep.
The Mets have really turned up the power the last 3 days here at home. Going into Wednesday night's game, they had 5 team homers this year. Bobby has all 3 of his here, and the Mets now have hit 11 homers on the year, 6 of those coming in the last 3 nights. It's a big breaking ball, and it ended up belt high. Or shall we say over the wall high in right field. It was a hanging break jump by Howard Johnson. A high fastball, pretty good pitch to handle by Dan Walters, but you have to say when you see that, Ralph, he stole that one on the pitcher. Not much that Walters could do.
The Patriots select Drew Bledsoe, quarterback, Washington State University.
There's Drew Bledsoe, young man from Washington State, with the new
next choice
Patriots
will be made by the Seattle Seahawks
logo on the hat. And we have with us here, as you see, Bledsoe. This is the new.
With the second choice in the draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Rick Meyer, quarterback, Notre Dame.
Need these cards any longer. This is Rick Meyer, quarterback, New England Patriots. Drew Bledsoe, quarterback, Seattle Seahawks. So I guess these cards immediately become collector's items. It's always good to come up with something for nothing and your kicks for free here at the NFL Draft. JETS Jets are next. This is where the whole
point in time. You see the size, solid 200-pounder, electrifying, sets up defenders and really has that ability to stop, change direction, and then really turn on the Jets and go all the way for the touchdown. Watch him here, the way he sets up the defensive back, leaves him behind, off to the races, can outrun even the fastest defensive backs, the pay dirt. Here you see him catching the football with his hands down the field, then he goes all the way, sprints past the safety. There's a cornerback, puts a move there. He's gone. Like I said, his individual workout in late February is really what did it for Garrison Hurst.
Looks like a trade by the way that they're huddled over that, unless somebody drafted.
You think it's killing us? How about Marvin Jones?
That's right.
The poor kid,
well, Marvin
going leaps and bounds, as well as Garrison Hurst, because those are the 2 guys that were projected into this spot.
The New York Jets traded their choice to the Phoenix Cardinals. Back Georgia. The Jets are now on the clock making the next selection.
Well, obviously there are some terms to that deal that we don't know about. Because to move up large, but obviously young, obviously the Jets get it back, and a powerful back when he's on. It's the last year of his contract, but the Jets
pays tribute to Earth Day, so that means you won't be seeing Tree Rollins, Ronnie Recycly, or Ricky Waters.
You won't be seeing Phil Planeteer, Greg LeMond, which in French means the world, or World Be Free, but you will see the plays of the week.
The following is a public service announcement.
Hi, this is Earth. Thanks for the day, but we got to talk. And again.
A lifetime left, 5:07.
Oh, yeah. Hello, I don't appreciate your cavalier attitude towards me. My ecosystem is fragile.
Hill puts it on the floor and stops, and he brought it down. He brought the whole goal down. Maybe all the acid rain up here in New Jersey just ate it away.
So why endanger already endangered species? You know, you've been lucky so far, but soon the endangered species could be you. Now you see it, now you don't. Extinction is forever. In the words of Marvin Gaye,
oh, mercy, mercy me. Things ain't what they used to be. Where did all the blue skies go? Poison is the wind that blows.
saving me, Earth, seems like a long shot, considering the way you people defy nature.
His 2-1 pitch on the way, swung on, high jumper with a mound, charged by Duke Hill, Bearhead throws, it's over, and Bonzio has done it!
Would you want me to do to you what you've done to me? Didn't think so. So give a hoot, don't pollute. And need I even say this? Recycle, will you? Every day is Earth Day. So think globally, act locally. Stopping global warming requires everybody to keep calm under fire.
God keep our land. Oh, Canada.
Act now before it's too late. You know, you didn't inherit me from your parents. You borrowed me from your children.
Plays of the Week is delivered by Federal.
There's of mediocre teams in the once proud blue and white sweaters. Sunday, the Leafs opened a second-round series for the first time since '87, meeting St. Louis in a real old-time hockey game that the Ghosts would have appreciated, and anybody who ever played goal would have appreciated. Curtis Joseph, brilliant in goal in the playoffs, but beaten right here. The fluke bounce, and John Cullen puts it in. Leafs up 1-0. Then Joseph got tough, stopping Todd Gill, and then Peter Zezelu cranks up. Another save by Joseph, this with the pads. Blues power play, Mark Osborne, the breakaway, down in front. Joseph makes the save, 41 saves in regulation. Rookie Felix Potvin, inspired goal for the Leafs. Kevin Miller on the breakaway. Potvin robs him, and Pat Burns, impressed by his young netminder. Jeff Brown, the shot. Potvin shows his quickness with the pads, and then Dave Lowry in front of the net. The reflexes, Potvin, another save. Tied at 1, second period here. Rob Pearson to Mike Eastwood. The puck goes into the net, so does Eastwood. The red light never comes on. Upon further review, Andy Van Hellemond says no goal. Another good look at it. Does appear Joseph stops the puck at the line, the correct ruling. Third period. Doug Gilmour and Jeff Brown collide. Gilmour taken down, no call, and yes, Pat Burns, the excitable Pat Burns, is excited here. Almost charges the ice, pounding the glass. We go to overtime again, tied at 1. Mike Foligno knocked into Joseph. The State knocks his helmet off. Another look. Guess it's the spinning back kick. Auditioning for the Bruce Lee movie. Joseph had to leave the game. In comes and Lowry, stopped by Potvin. 3 minutes after he left the game, Curtis Joseph returns, stopping Dave Andrechuk right here, still sharp. Then in the second overtime, Gilmour works the puck behind the net. Still work. Gilmour's fourth goal of the playoffs. This is the 15th overtime game in this year's playoffs, one short of the record. Potvin, 33 saves. Joseph, even better. 61 saves on 64 Leaf shots, which is a new team record for the playoffs. Joseph has been brilliant. 1.45 goals against average. 2
balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Sanders hits this. Oh, my! It's gonna be goal! Perkins steps up, blocks the shot away from Brown, knocks it down. Younger, the wrist shot off the glove. Younger, the rebound shot, the save. Healy went in. Jaromir Jagr.
Well, that one was in regulation.
There. Mom.
Might this be my two ungrateful sons who never call me?
Very funny, Mom.
What did these guys do? Eat your cooking?
We would have called sooner, but you wouldn't believe the day we had.
Wow, no.
Here's the story.
M is for the many magnificent plays you love.
McRae in a hurry, dives, and a great backhanded catch.
O is for...
Tie! It's gonna be
M is for whatever the first M stood for.
Where did your father and I go wrong?
Control had been a concern, and I think you get the idea.
Mom, thanks for teaching us nursery rhymes.
London Bridge come tumbling down.
Boys, it's falling down.
now for questions from the press.
And for blessing us with pearls of maternal wisdom.
Go straight home after school. Don't play ball in the house. Wait 30 minutes after eating before swimming. Look both ways before crossing. Don't talk to strangers.
You and the truth haven't been in the same room since Carl Williams fought Mike Tyson.
Wear clean underwear in case you're in an accident.
Thank you, Mommy dearest.
So happy Mother's Day, and thanks for letting us borrow the car.
Plays of the Week is delivered by Federal Express. For documents, packages, and freight worldwide, our most important package is yours.
Willie heading to third. Cottier's going to wave him on. Here comes Wilson. Here comes the throw. Inside. Oh, he's out. There it goes. Way back. It might be. It could be. And it is. A home run. And he gets the cycle. Last place, New York, hosting the Marlins. Saberhagen looking good, though, getting Greg Briley. And then Benito Santiago, not good. Pinch hitter Jeff Conine, the same. A 1-0 lead the Mets had. Dave Magadan facing Saberhagen with Chuck Carr in scoring position. The little looper, and watch Chico Walker on the run for a change. The Mets get some good defense. Eddie Murray drives in the only run of the game, and Saberhagen with a 3-hitter ends a personal 3-game slide. Even though Ryan Bowen lost, he's the first Marlins pitcher to throw a complete game, and bad news for the Mets.
This time by the St. Louis Cardinals. Top of the first, Eddie Murray facing Real Cormier. And Murray comes through, puts it where Ozzie Canseco isn't. Vince Coleman scores, Mets up 1-0. A little Mets baseball for you now. Murray this time with the base running error. Ozzie Smith nailing him easily. Murray had to leave the game with a sprained ankle. He's day-to-day. Top of the second, Pete Shurik getting the sign. Charlie O'Brien leading off at third. You know what comes next. The suicide squeeze, and guess what? It was successful. Mets up 3-0. Shurik came in with opponents hitting .322 off him, but he had the Cards number on this day, getting Greg Jeffries. 8 scoreless innings for Shurik, 5 Ks. Shurik got lucky as well. You know it helps. Eric Pappas off the foot. Goes right to Bobby Bonilla, who places the tag and gets the out. Mets up 4-0. Hey, look who's there. John Franco. We haven't seen you in a while. Strikes out Ray Langford. Mets go on to win the game 4-0. Langford had 3 hits in the game. Friday, the Mets moved to Montreal. Get this, trying to win back-to-back games.
Beaten the Stanley Cup defending champions in overtime by a score of 4-3. And the house has gone silent in Pittsburgh.
I don't even know who it was. Was it David Pollock with his second goal of the game? All Samuelson had pinched up on the play, Gary, and he got caught. And you could see the problem for the Pittsburgh Penguins shaping up. Martin Straka tried to get back. I think it was Pollock. Couldn't see his number. Maybe it was Thomas, and they don't care right now. Can you believe it?
As they line up for hockey's great tradition, but what an upset has been pulled by the New York Islanders, winning 4-3, being outshot in this game 45
to 20.
New York goal, his
And the Stanley Cup champions are no more.
David Pollock.
It's now for someone else to take home.
And number 37,
David Pollock is the man that scored it. And you can imagine a huge celebration
in his career.
3 stars.
Here's how it shaped up. It was a 3-on-2. Straka got back to negate Malakoff, but he didn't help on the 2-on-1. Ferraro to Pollock, Tommy Barrasso out and down on the play, so Pollock got it up high. He bulged the Twine. The Islanders bench absolutely erupted. They may have been the only 20 people in North America that thought that Islanders could beat the Pittsburgh Penguins, and that's all it.
Turgeon to that cheap shot hit at the end of the Washington series. But Turgeon came back for tonight's decisive Game 7 in Pittsburgh. He only skated a handful of minutes on power plays only, but was part of one of the most exciting games in a playoff filled with exciting games, which got off to a rough start for the Pens. Now, anyone who's squeamish and not a dentist or orthodontist might want to look away, because Kevin Stevens, gets a face full of the ice on that hit. He had a broken nose, a concussion, and 3 cuts, and obviously had to leave the game. Alt Samuelsson, the one who welcomed Pierre Turgeon back. How does the shoulder feel now, Pierre? And this tough game gets into the second period with Pittsburgh leading 1-0. But Benoit Hogue steals the pass, fires the puck, but it's Steve Thomas who scores it after it bounced off the boards. Game tied 1-1. Into the third period we go. Islanders scored again to go up 2-1. When Larry Murphy would deflect the pass, Tom Barrasso can't get it. 3-1 Islanders, and it looked like they had it in their back pocket, but they didn't. Pittsburgh would score a goal to pull it in 3-2. Then they pulled the goaltender with the extra skater on board. Ron Francis deflects the shot. Rick Tockett's stick. 3-3 ties the game. Off to overtime we go. Tied at 3, and it didn't take long. Isles 2-on-1. David Volek beats Barrasso, his second goal of the game, and the Islanders upset the Penguins and move on. 4-3 the final in overtime. The Islanders thrilled, Tom Barrasso and the Pens dejected, but that is it. The Islanders win the series and now get ready to play the Montreal Canadiens. The Islanders
for 20. And the Mets have it back to a 1-run game at 8-7. Now your mind really goes back to the Expos' 6th inning, when with the infield drawn in, Chico Walker got a one-hopper, did not go
Decided Saturday night in Toronto, the St. Louis Blues once again counting on Curtis Josephs to stand on his head for just one more game to hold off the Leafs. The St. Louis netminder they call Cujo had compiled 243 saves to send the series into a 7th and deciding game. And this game started out hitting Wendell Clark on Garth Butcher. Now comes Curtis Joseph's nightmare. Standing on his head didn't help. Toronto gets 4 by Joseph on 15 shots in the first. 2 of those goals scored by Wendell Clark. Joseph even got hit in the head twice during this string. Kent Manderville with his first playoff goal. Doug Gilmour adding to Joseph's misery. 6-0 was the final. 25 saves for Felix Potvin in the other net to get the shutout. The biggest shutout win in a 7th game in NHL history. Toronto is in the NHL semis for the first time.
Beak, 3-1 Expos in the 6th. I want to see the definition of too cool to live. Look at Larry Walker. I'm not bothering. Bobby Bonilla's just homered. I know that. 3-2 Expos in the 8th. Top of the 9th, 2 out. Mets down by 1. Todd Hundley, who may be coming alive finally, at the Velveteen Rabbit. 4th home run of the year. Ties it at 3. Ken Hill cannot believe it. And he'd only...
You gave us a try, now hit subscribe. Be sure to YouTube responsibly and hit that like button if you like what you see, because there's plenty of content to come.